come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Play action. It's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Carl,
Wilson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
I'm on, ready?
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Cam.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense,
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
2nd down and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go play action with Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 1st down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
I'm one, right?
Burrow on play action. This is caught. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw his Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
93.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Raiders. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Handoff here to Nwangu. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, you know, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. He'll get this to Nwangu. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since.
6-18. 57. Mike, 57.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On play action, now Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's 57. 57's run. Are you getting run? Kill. Express.
Carr to throw again. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. The open man here, Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I'm remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Drake able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, touchdown number 18 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
16-yard line.
Here's Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And down to the 36-yard line here. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hawkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, I'm coming.
To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Carr will look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They run for it with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Nwangu. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 10. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a